There was also a video that I saw. I don't remember off what boat, what ship it was, but there was a video of like this orb hovering above the waves, and you could hear people talking about it in the background. They're like, da-da-da-da, and then this splash, like, oh, it splashed down, or whatever, it like disappeared.
So let me tell you about that.
Okay.
This is great because the petty officer on the bridge of that ship, the USS Omaha.
Omaha, okay.
He's come out actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is Senior Chief Petty Officer Alex Wiggins. And he came to me. After my, at one point, I think maybe the Sean Ryan show I was on or something, and he basically wanted to make that report to me. He was on the bridge then. And what's interesting is I know how it is on a bridge, and the procedure is, that's like a code word. It wasn't just, they weren't saying, hey, it's splashed in the water. If an object is seen to enter the water, typically it's because it crashed, an aircraft. Or possibly a decoy or something. That's sort of a code. That is a code word used in the Navy. That something is encountered the water, and so that's why they said splash. Like that is a term that the log keeper put in the log.
Right.
So it's official. It's not just it splashed. It's actually an official term. Right. And so when that happened, and that's why it was so weird because it wasn't a helicopter. It was hovering, but you didn't see blades. It was spherical, and it went into the water. What's up with that? And,
is this it?
That's it. That's it right there.
Well, give us some volume.
Oh yeah, they're on the Omaha. These are my people. I stood many hours of bridge watch.
Oh look, he's filming the screen. Whoever made this video, they're filming another monitor.
Yeah, that's right.
Did they get in trouble for that?
Omaha, pick me kid, Rocco Peralta, pass.
So far, not that I know of.
Hilo, ASAP.
Hilo ASAP?
Yeah, they wanted to go interrogate the target.
Keep going, bro. Let's wait on it.
We're making sense. We could probably bring down 35 relatives.
Windy as fuck outside.
Sir.
Yeah, I'll bring it down.
Is this boat moving right now?
Yes, she was underway.
Oh,
Okay.
It's getting close.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust of
31 knots.
It's pretty windy.
That's windy.
Splashed. Mark bearing and range.
Yep, they're following their standard procedures. Good job, guys.
That's why.
So I have been on the bridges of several ships, hundreds, thousands of hours of bridge watch. So those are folks I supervised. And that petty officer who was on the watch there, he called me, talked to me about that experience. He said we were seeing them all the time. He said,
really?
He said, sir, this is so frequent off SoCal, we're desensitized to it.
What?
Yes, seriously. And so you might have seen Jeremy Corbell had released video from the USS Jackson, same petty officer who gave it to him, because he came to me and he shared me on Signal that video, and I said, and Jeremy of course said I'd love to talk to him, and I asked him, are you okay with that? And he said sure. So he shared.
Is this guy still active? Or is this guy?
He's still active duty. Yeah, really? I'm a little surprised, but that
he hasn't been outed.
No.
They don't know that he's the one that's
well, he did it as a private citizen. I know he talked to the Navy lawyers.
Yeah.
Which are probably a lot looser than the Air Force lawyers. So either way, he got it cleared, and I think that's really significant. I need to have a talk with him about that. But a terrific guy, and he's one of many sailors right now, former or still active duty, that are seeing these things. And that's what I've been trying to do.
What do these guys think they are? Do you talk to them about it? We're like, what do you think about it? What do you guys talk about on the flight deck?
It's like everybody in the public. It's a range of ideas, and some people are really care. But that one crew chief who came to me after he left the Navy, he said this really affected him because normally he'd heard talk of it, but he'd never seen it. And when he saw it, he realized, like I did when I saw the video of the Go Fast when it was still classified, I immediately knew that's not ours. That's not our adversary tech, because I know adversary tech. I've been read into all that stuff, and we're not alone. There's something. I don't know what they're doing. Don't know their intent, especially with nukes. That's pretty scary, but we're being monitored.
I'm skeptical of the Go Fast and the gimbal videos.
Oh no, I'm not at all.
Really?
No, I mean I saw the Go Fast. I mean that's, by the way, if you look at the Go Fast, yeah, it wasn't going that fast. Okay, it's just a relative. But the point of
the reason is the plane is flying really fast in one direction.
Yeah,
and there's something flying the opposite direction, and with the parallax of the ocean behind it, it's totally plausible. It would look like it was going 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, but it wasn't. So it was nicknamed the Go Fast. That wasn't what was anomalous about it. So Ryan Graves, have you had him on your show?
I have.
He's great.
I've talked to him a few times.
He was out there. they were seeing these things all the time. And in that one instance, it wasn't just one, it was in a formation. So how do you explain that?
I've talked about some things. I'll talk to you about it after we do the show of some other reasons why I'm really skeptical about those videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't really, I'm in like the Tic Tac. Well, here, I got something to share with you. So everyone wants to kind of dive into any given video. But what you really need to think about is the whole collective body of evidence. I'm reading a book now by Jacques Vallée, who you should have on your show.
I'd love to.
He's terrific, and
Can't get a hold of him.
okay.
He's in high demand. I'm not pushing it.
Well, I just had a great exchange with him recently.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on a group with him, and I'll ask him if he's going to be in this area ever. And so ultimately, he wrote this book, The Invisible College. It was at 69 or something, or 75. I forgot which. I'm losing track because his body of work is so huge, and he just compiles thousands of these eyewitness accounts, and they're so bizarre. And so I don't know. First, there's two things: the Go Fast and Gimbal. They look pretty odd. These are pilots seeing these things, talking about them. They are in that airspace everyday training. If it looks unusual to them then they're probably right in terms of can't characterize it, don't know what it is. Those guys are out there in the airspace all the time. Now, people say, oh, that was a U.S. tech demo, just like the Tic Tac. Now, in my experience here, what happened for me is I was under Fleet Forces Command, the 4-star Admiral in Norfolk, and I supervised all the weather guessers and oceanographers in the Navy, and they were on the ship weather forecasting, the Roosevelt. So I had some authority and responsibility for what was going on there. And I get this email from the ops officer at Fleet Forces Command who's overseeing the training exercise the Roosevelt was in, and he sends it to every subordinate commander, me, the strike group commander at the time, other strike group commanders, other commands like the Navy Safety Center who reported to him. And the title of it was, all caps, Urgent Safety of Flight Issue. And attached was the Go Fast video, and this was over the Navy secret network in 2015 before it was leaked or declassified. And he said basically, if any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We're having numerous near-midair collisions. Remember, Ryan talked about a section of aircraft being split, which is absolutely crazy from a safety standpoint. You don't want aircraft to be within a mile of you. If you're, and so he said, tell me ASAP, inferring. And he said, we might have to shut down the exercise if this still happens, if this keeps occurring. The implication was, if this is some crazy U.S. tech demo and I don't know about it, the 2-star in charge of the exercise, or the 2-star supporting the 4-star in charge of the exercise, he said, I need to know now, because when aircraft carriers train to deploy like this, it's very compressed. Every pilot has to get certified to land on a flight deck. Every ship has to check a box about what they're doing. Can they do underway refueling? Can they perform these weapons launches and et cetera? So there's all these evolutions you have to be able to prove you can do before you go deploy. So there's no time to mess around. And the 4-star that I worked for, every week he'd hold meetings with all his subordinates. I was one. And all they talked about was the training cycle, where we were, anything interfering with it. It was the number one job of that 4-star, train forces to deploy. So when you have something effing with a training event, that's a big deal. And what happened is that video and that email, the next day it was wiped from my computer, and he never talked about that UFO encounter. So what was going on there? Well, it was obviously classified. Was it a classified U.S. tech demo? I really doubt it, because again, you got the 4-star and all those 1-stars and all these forces, these ships getting ready to deploy. We don't do tech demos in training ranges. That's what we do that in instrumented test ranges where we can gather all the data and say that worked, that didn't. And so I don't know, the premise of the Tic Tac and the Go Fast being tech demos in training ranges, that just doesn't fly with me. I don't know. Now, there is this possibility that's been floated out there. Maybe they did do that. That they wanted that kind of real world sort of simulation. But in all my years in the Navy, we didn't I never saw that happen.